I want to share a story with you, a true life story, and I hope you learn something valuable out of it. Okay, I once met an elderly man. I think he should be in his early 70s. Okay, I met him at a golf course, and we got talking. And in the course of our discussion, he said something in this, and he said that his biggest regret is the fact that he didn't take advantage of the opportunities he had in his early 20s and 30s. What were those? He had a very good job. He was not married, but and he had money coming to him every now and then, but he didn't do anything with those money. He didn't invest. He didn't understand. Nobody told him about what investment was and all of that. He squandered his money on expensive jewelries, expensive luxury lifestyle he lived. Okay, and as at the time I met him, he barely has anything. So what is the lesson? And for me, I concluded, and I'm sharing this with you. You see, life as ordained by God is phased in seasons. That's why you have morning, afternoon, and night. That's why you have winter, summer. And if you're in Nigeria, you have something like the rainy season, the winter, the summer, and the rest. If you understand this concept, that is to say, for every season of life, there are activities that you are expected to be involved in. For instance, in your 20s, in your 30s, you are in your morning season. And what are you expected to do? You are expected, okay, to save, invest your money. You know why? In your evening season, nobody's going to give you a job. It is what you do in your morning season that determines how well, okay, you land in your evening season. So, and if you refuse to do what you are expected to do in your morning season, you cannot have a job in your evening season. When you are in your 60s or your 70s, who is going to employ you? Understand this principle. Look, after my discussion with that man that day, it completely dawned on me that this thing about seasons, about what I've been speaking about, teaching young people especially, okay, if you are in your 20s and in your 30s, when you are earning, when you are a student, keep a portion of your salary as a seed. Don't just save, but put it in an investment. Do you know that if you put, for instance, if you keep 500k, do the calculation. You can go to Google, okay, type in compounding interest calculator, just put it there. Put 500k, okay, in a mutual fund for 10 years. Don't touch it, don't add any other thing, okay, and at a 20% interest, annual interest, at a compounding rate, this money is going to become 3.6 million in 10 years. Now, if you are 20 or 25 and you put in 20k consistently on a monthly basis, okay, for 25 years consistently, okay, at 20% interest rate, okay, and compounding, the magic of compounding, working on that money, this money is going to become 63 million naira in 20 to 25 years. It's going to become, that's 20k you are keeping every other month. So you are keeping this money in your morning season to be harvested in your evening season. So guys, I hope you will run with this advice. And if you have watched thus far and you want to understand how you can start, perhaps you're in your 20s, you're in your 30s, maybe you are even in your 40s. Look, I'll hand you the blueprint. I'll teach you the discipline, because look, it is not what you earn, okay, it is what you do with what you earn that determines how wealthy you become. And this has to do with the behavior. I'll show you, I'll coach you through adapting the behavior of building wealth, so that in your evening season, as a train passing by, in your evening season, sorry about the noise, in your evening season, I mean, you will live your dream. So I end by asking you this question, okay? What do you want your evening season to look like? You want to travel the world, you want to have time for your family, you want to own your business. What does it look like? And how will you start planning in your morning season? I hope this adds value to your life. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.